Mirriam because
Mirriam believes the government should work for the ordinary people, not special interests, not wealthy donors, and not political insiders.
Mirriam also understands the system. She has been working with the government. Now it's over 7 years since she started working with the government. So she knows the system.
District 2 is our home. It's where our children and grandchildren attend school, where our families set health care, where we build our lives and future. We need leadership that will fight for affordable health care, safe neighborhood, and opportunities for everyone to thrive. Your voice matters, your vote matters. Together we can elect a leader who understands our community and is ready to deliver results that are not only for him.
Real change requires courage. Real change requires a new voice. Real change requires people who are willing to challenge the status quo. That is exactly why Mboya is running.
She knows where the resources are, and especially for people with businesses. She will be a voice for all of us.
She will fight for you. I have no doubt. She will fight for us as a community. She's an advocate, a fighter, a leader. Yes, boss. I'm telling you, she grew in my house, so I know what I'm telling you. She's a rising Martin Luther King Jr. or Parker Rose. She's our next mayor. You know, this is not the end. She'll be the council member. She'll be our mayor here in Seattle. She'll be our senator. You will see her in that big house on the hill. I'm telling you as a father, and I'm saying this as a prayer. I'm introducing her with a prayer that you'll see her far. It is upon us to stand with this candidate, Mirriam Mboya. Can you all stand as we welcome her? Yes. Amen, amen, amen. Chichi. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Before I even start, pretty much, I just want to say thank you for each and every single one of you that's here today, and everybody that helps put this together. Campaigns are very interesting. We grow as we progress in the process of it, and to have you guys here and just gather and stand with me in this journey, it means a lot. And so I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to our chairman, Mr. Kimani, who has been with us in this journey from the beginning. I remember when I reached out to him and I told him, I thought it was time for our community to have somebody that can be able to be at the table and be able to bring forth the issues that are often left to the burden of community leaders, but actually those issues belong to the government, to be able to bring solutions. So thank you so much, Mr. Kimani. Thank you, Naomi, for emceeing. Thank you for the amazing ladies, Mrs. Kirari, my mom, and all the ladies that are helping out. My event coordinator, helper 24/7, Mrs. Regina, Deborah, thank you so much. And of course, my assistant who is with me in the back, behind the rooms, all these meetings that I have to attend. Trisha, thank you. You're with me almost 24/7. I also want to thank, and I forgot, those who are online. It's just your labor partners, our faith leaders, organizers, our coalition partners, and the many people who have poured their time and energy and belief into this campaign. Thank you, everybody who's online. I also just want to express gratitude to the team that has set up this place, the team that allowed us to use this facility as a historical facility. Thank you so much. We appreciate you spending time here just to make sure that we're here to accommodate us. And of course, my campaign manager, Matthew Lang. I appreciate you, Matthew. Running for office is not easy, but it's worth it. Because when you do it for the sake of others. I tell people this is a cross that you get to carry for people in order for them to be able to have equity, that oftentimes in the times we're living in is denied. Not everybody is given equity. And I find that not to be fair and not to be ethical. Tonight I just wanted to reiterate that it's more than campaign launch, and tonight is more about community. Tonight is about possibility. I know we don't look like we're many of us, but this is not abnormal in a lot of campaigns. Sometimes it looks like this, but we know that the journey ahead is a greater journey, and we're optimistic. And we know that we're going to prevail in the primaries that are coming in August 4th, that are going to allow us to be in the ballot in November 3rd. So I want to kind of just give a little bit of the background of why I'm running. And I would say that I'm running because I believe that our communities deserve leaders that understand both the lived reality people face every day and the systems that shape those realities. I'm running because I believe our communities in this district and the county as a whole deserves leadership rooted in compassion, accountability, and in community. I'm running because I know firsthand what it means when systems fail people. I've been part of these systems, like my dad said, for about 7 years, working internally in government. And I've been an activist for over 10 years. So as a political scientist myself, I'm very familiar with these systems. And when systems are failing, I always know there's a portion, there's a piece, there's a part that is not being addressed or being taken care of as it should. And so when I look at issues, for instance, like housing, behavioral health, addiction, and public safety, I realize a lot of times when we run for office, when we're candidates, we tend to make those abstract political talking points. But for me, I realize those are realities. Because myself, especially living in this neighborhood of Capitol Hill for more than 10 years, I have seen, what people in this community are facing, what people all over this state of Washington actually are facing. Because what I realized, when one particular issue is impacting one neighborhood, one city, it spreads out. You all have seen the issue of homelessness, right? You notice it's not just in the city of Seattle. When you go to Auburn, you find the same issue. You go to Federal Way, you find the same issue. So this issue, realize it's across, and that it will take leaders that are able to look at that issue from a place of compassion, from a place of accountability, to help these individuals that are experiencing these issues be able to reintegrate back into society and contribute, and not have to be in such vulnerable situations.
After listening to Mirriam and what she wants to do for the young people, she's lobbying for them that instead of them being taken to jail for simple things that can be able to be fixed in the level of community, she will be able to handle that when she gets to office. Praise the name of the Lord. Amen. So we are supporting Mirriam, and myself, I'm supporting Mirriam because I feel the burden for young people. And if she has the same burden and she has the burden for young people, then she will help us to get our children out of jail and out of situations where it is a simple thing that she can be able to address it, and the children can be released back to the community instead of going to jail.
And so coming in as someone who has spent the last 7 years inside King County government, I have seen dedicated public servants that I work with who care deeply about this region and the people that they serve. But I've also seen gaps within the county, and I see some of my colleagues that are present here. They all understand the gaps that we get to see internally. And I've seen how disconnected systems can make it harder for people to access the support they need. And that's unfortunate, because one thing I like reminding and stressing to people is this: you are government and government is you. Government is not an entity that exists outside of you. And so therefore, if you pay your taxes, you have a right to hold your government leaders accountable. Those are people you employ. Like I'm running for office, you get to employ me to sit in that seat, to be able to make sure that the tax dollars you're releasing every time you go to the store, it is being used in a way that benefits you as a community member.
Mirriam understands the life of an immigrant. She has lived this life. Since we came to this country, Mirriam has seen the struggles of how to put bread on the table and still take care of your family. So when we elect Mirriam, or when we vote for Mirriam, she'll be able to help us to navigate the system and to bring, resources to us.
But unfortunately, we do not see that, and we do not see that a lot when it comes to it being done from a place of equity. And so with that, I think that it is important for us to remember that we do have to hold our leaders accountable, and to make sure that our values are not being abandoned as they lead and as they, put in place these policies that oftentimes, sometimes the communities that they're leading and serving. So I would love to ask each and every single one of you that as we continue growing in this campaign, to remember, campaigns are not always about perfection, but it's about partnership. And the truth of the matter is, as much as, yes, I am a trained political scientist, it does not mean that I know everything. And so we're gonna look to each and every single one of you guys as we continue pushing forward to listen to what you have to share in terms of what kind of input that we need to put in. Any issues or policies that we have, if you have a different lived experience that can be able to contribute to perhaps a view that we have that you may see may not be as super effective, but we may see it from a place of where we are, you're welcome to share that. And so tonight I'm asking each and every single one of you guys to join us, to volunteer, organize with us in neighborhoods, to donate, to tell your neighbors, and then bring people into this movement so that we can continue creating and building a stronger movement until we get to the finish line on November 3rd. So again, thank you so much for being present today. I so appreciate each and every single one of you. And I'm so excited for us to continue just fellowshipping as we end this program tonight. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming again and again. I know we have this. Tell your neighbor we have this. Yes, this seat is ours because we trust and believe that God is on our side.